Hey guys, I'll give it a second to let some people hop on. I definitely did not expect so many people to want to know what I did to lower the student loan payment. So I figured this would be the easiest way. I was talking to a lot of people over the phone, and it was just going to take all day. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do a live video of it. So I'll give you all a second, and I know a lot of people are asking me about the credit cards too, and that's all individual conversations because it's really going to depend on what kind of reward program people want, whether you want miles, whether you want cashback, statement credit, points, whatever. It's just really going to depend on what you use the points for. So, and I can help you guys out with that. But as far as the student loans, here it goes. So number one, this is only for federal student loans. You got some options and things with private student loans. I'm not going to talk about private student loans. So this is just federal student loans that I'm talking about right now. You would have to call your student loan servicer for what I'm about to tell you. I had to do my own research to figure all this out. So I'm saving y'all an extra step of having to go through all this research. My student loan servicer is Mohila. I think there are actually like 7 or 8, maybe a little more, federal student loan servicers. They're just like 7, I think like 7 gigantic ones. Mine is Mohila. So our payments were $537.56 a month just on the 2 federal student loans combined, which is just astronomical. That's not including the few private student loans that I still have. But $537 a month, it was just, sucking so much money out of our paycheck every single month. So I called them up to see what other payment programs that they had, and to my surprise and shock, we qualified, even with a larger income than most people, we qualified for the lowest payment program. It's called REPAYE, R-E-P-A-Y-E. I think it stands for like Revised Pay As You Earn or something like that. So anyways, the REPAYE program was like the lowest payment program apparently. And to qualify for it, they only asked you like 4 or 5 questions to cover some credentials. So one is the state that you live in. There may be like a cost of living thing or something that's factored into it. So the state that you live in is a factor. How many people you provide for. So once, for us, for example, Mariah and we have 2 kids. So 3 other people besides me. They ask if anybody else in your house has federal student loans, if you have any other federal student loans, and then your income. And they certify your income by, like, if you're an employee, payment stub or something like that, paycheck stub. But then if you're self-employed, then you just got to show, you do like a self-certification, and you kind of estimate what you're going to earn this year. So here is the news about REPAYE, and this is what's unreal about it. So when I asked the lady how my payment was going to be so much lower, she said it's because for 3 consecutive years, and you just have to recertify every year to make sure you don't have, they want to know if you have more kids or if you're divorced between the first and second year, second, third year, whatever. If your income dropped or got higher, you have to just recertify that every 12 months. But during or going through REPAYE, the government pays 100% of the daily interest on your subsidized loan, and they pay 50% of the daily interest on the unsubsidized loan as you're repaying your loans. So we're paying about $400-something in interest, which we're not going to be paying anymore. So it dropped our payment down to $131 from $537. So after 3 years, the only change is instead of 100% of them paying 100% of the interest on the subsidized loans, they're going to pay 50% of the interest on the subsidized loans and still 50% on the unsubsidized loans for the life of the loan, for the remainder of the loan term. So I told them, I don't care if you drop it down to 10%. I mean, you're paying more money that I don't have to pay. So I would definitely suggest today, don't put it off, because you're going to be spending way more money than you need to. call up your federal student loan servicer, go through the credentials, let them ask you the questions, and then just go ahead and have them send you out the application to get entered into whatever payment program that you're in, and get in there. I know for a fact that we have actually qualified for this repay program for at least 14 months now, and maybe for the previous 9 years since I've been paying them off. Just over the last 14 months, we've paid over or nearly $6,000 in interest that we shouldn't have paid in 14 months. So don't let another month go by. Do it immediately. Call them today and tell them, hey, I want to get in a different student loan program, repayment program. It's not refinancing or anything like that. It does nothing to your credit. It doesn't extend the life of the loan. Nothing. You're just in a different repayment program where the government is paying the interest instead of you. So definitely go on there and do it today. I hope that helps you guys out.